You're watching today's video technical update presented by FXTimes. It is Tuesday, July 13th, 2010. I'm Fan Yang, your technical analyst, and I'll go over some developments in the Forex market. The market started this week showing reversal signals in many currency pairs. Today, price action is testing that outlook and may be developing continuation instead of the reversal scenario. Let's take a look at the euro dollar, pound dollar, euro pound, dollar Japanese yen, and the euro yen pairs. This video is being produced at about 1 p.m. Eastern Time during the US trading session. We'll start with the euro dollar pair, and if you remember from last week, I was stalking this possible topping action. This week we started with some further decline from this top. However, we see that today we have a very strong bullish candle here in the US session that basically brought this market back to the 1.2750 area. Now we saw this low here is higher than this low, while the RSI low here is lower. So this is a positive reversal and suggests this swing here towards 1.2750. So that's actually the area we were anticipating this current rally if we looked at the daily. Basically, a projection of this first swing goes to 1.2750, and you see that the market here is not done with this rally, or at least wants to continue to consolidate further. Now, there's also the possibility that the market will continue to rally. So let's see what that scenario would be. Now, if this market, I'm anticipating this to be a ABC pattern and then a fifth wave. However, this market could turn up higher towards 1.31. Basically, if the market tops off before this area, let me highlight that area here, before this low, we may still have a bearish outlook. But if the market breaks above this, then we have to consider a rally, a major uptrend for the euro dollar. However, at the moment, it seems like in the short intermediate term there will be some further rally unless price action again respects the 1.2750 level. So if the 1.2750 level breaks, look for the market to continue towards 1.30, 1.31 area into this highlighted zone over here. Okay, so that's the euro dollar. The euro has been strong. The pound, it's been strong against the dollar. The dollar has been weak today across the board. So you see all this is not, for example, here pound is gaining on the dollar, and again we had this topping action, possibly signaling a reversal, but today's price action challenges that outlook. This is a pullback, and let's just look at the 4-hour time frame. You see this market here finished a triple top, and yesterday I mentioned that this was a very impressive topping action after the market came back down, came up, basically almost tested it, but wasn't really able to continue and respected this previous low here. US session starts and the market rallies on the back of dollar weakness. Now it's about to test this previous high again at 1.52, so watch for topping action. If the market again respects this area, it shows that this was just a pullback, but it's not. It's stronger than what I would like. I would like this pullback to stay below the 61.8% area, but has brought it back up. So I would be hesitant to continue the bearish outlook. In fact, I would switch to possibility of a bullish outlook if the RSI here breaks above 60, for example, and if the price action breaks above 1.52. Now, looking at the daily, we see that 1.52 is an important resistance. So if that breaks, that's it's a major signal of a reversal. So one projection might be as such. You see from this rally, from this decline, we can map the Fibonacci study, and we see that right now it's at 38.2. The next Fibonacci level is at 1.5580 area, which is going to also test this previous high. So around 1.55, really, it starts to test this high, and also test the 200 moving average in the daily. So that's the next level to look for topping, or at least look for the stop of this current rally. Okay, so 1.52, if it's broken, goes to 1.55. If it's not broken, continue to monitor this top to see if decline can follow. So pound dollar at the moment is pretty much in sideways action here, with 1.52 as the resistance and 1.4950 as support. So if the market breaks up below 1.4950, then that's a bearish signal. If it breaks above 1.5250, that's 1.5250 is the outer range of this resistance. So if it breaks above 1.5250, it may go to 1.55. Okay, so that's the pound dollar. And now let's take a look at the euro pound, because we saw the euro dollar and the pound dollar. Here we have again a test of this resistance, channel resistance. And actually earlier today, right before I started recording, this candlestick was a bearish one, but now the market has continued rallying. So there is no topping action. As I mentioned last week, we were looking for topping action, but there isn't any. Yesterday's price action was a stall, so that started the reversal signal, but it didn't complete it. Now I'm going to jump to the 15-minute time frame and show this, because I was anticipating a top here, which would maintain the bearish outlook. You see the market came down, had this little retracement. Now if this retracement, if it went above 61.8% or above this 161.8% expansion, so if this was ABC, that was the furthest it was allowed to go. So after the market broke above 0.8360, the bearish outlook needed to be invalidated. Plus the RSI here was broke well above 60 and was able to go into the overbought area. So it's basically sideways action for the rest of the week, or at least here in the daily. You see this week we're going to be testing this resistance area, and looking at the momentum now. I'm going to switch to the hour time frame here. Looking at the momentum, we do have some bearish bias, but again, if this 1 hour time frame RSI doesn't break above 60, then maybe we would continue to have sideways action. I would anticipate the market to come back down to test this previous low here as we start some topping action. Okay. Alright, so that's the euro pound. There's still a chance for the bearish outlook, but price action is suggesting otherwise. However, if this top holds here, we may have sideways action. Okay, so that's the euro pound. Let's have a quick look at the US dollar Japanese yen. I mentioned that there was some resistance here at the 89 area, and the market here has declined since. It looks like in the daily, it looks like if the market closes here, it looks like a reversal combination. But in the 4 hour time frame, we see that it's basically a pullback. You see 1-2 swing pullback, testing this moving average. If the market is supported here, it should be able to come back further up towards this 89.70 area, which is a 61.8%. Okay, so it's dollar yen. Here's the euro yen pair. To start the week, we had some bearish attempt, but we saw today the market respecting this confluence of support here right around 110.80, 111 area, rising support line, previous power line, 50 and 200 moving average. So this was an important support. The market respected it and rallied. It's basically still in this topping action, but if the market breaks above 112.90, it could go to 114, and a break above 114 can go to 119.50, this previous low here, so it's a power line, and between the 50 and 61.8% retracement. So that's the bearish outlook. If the market, however, comes down and breaks below 110.80, maybe even 110.70, then we may have a bearish outlook. But for now, the bias is still bullish. That wraps it up for today. Instead of a video update tomorrow, I'll be hosting a Charters Corner strategy session at 3 p.m. Eastern. Check out FXTimes.com for more details and register to get an invitation. Once again, I'm Fan Yang, your technical analyst here at FX Times, wishing you good trading.